Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. Some of you may have seen a video I uploaded a couple of hours ago, but it's gone. I just talked to Sam and he told me to re-upload that original one, but I'm going to wait because I think I'm on to something else and I want to work on it a little bit more. So of course, you know, Sam I Am is the master of these mysteries, and he did a video today that really had me going down some rabbit holes trying to research what the answers were. So anyway, I just let you know that I'm going to work a little bit more on that, and I look forward to trying to solve some of those mysterious elements. Okay. Speaking of videos, there are two videos that went up today that are very interesting for the crypto space. The first one is actually a little bit about Ripple and XRP. So Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse and IMF's Ross Leckow were in Singapore, and this video was just uploaded just a few hours ago. It's really quite amazing. I think you have never heard anything so positive come out of the mouth of the IMF before. They are really positive on fintech and talking about the Asian countries. Brad speaks to the fact that the regulatory clarity in countries like Singapore, Thailand, and Philippines have really been fantastic, and it's allowed them to grow. Currently, 50% of all the global customers are in Asia for them, and it accounts for 130 billion for inbound remittances. So this is a huge market. And he had something really interesting to say. In Singapore, you get paid once a month. And in the United States, most people get paid once every 2 weeks. And Brad had said, well, why do you think that is? And it is because in the past, there is always so much friction. So he said, we should now just be paying everybody by the day or by the hour or by the minute. Just watch that stream coming in. I thought that was really funny. And in addition, at the end, they take some questions from the audience, and they were asked about their predictions. So in a prediction given by the IMF, he thought that the level of cooperation with fintech would just increase. And then Brad said that his prediction was he believes that banks will be the digital asset custody directly in the future. And at the end of this video, you're going to see, Brad, you are right on, because I have something else to share with you. They also talked about, Brad asked him, did he think that the IMF would hold digital assets? And he said, well, he really had some difficulty coming up with an answer, but he said that only if a country uses it as their currency. And then, would central banks issue digital currencies? He said, well, generally speaking, very seriously, they are looking at the use case, and that probably those use cases would increase, and they have an open mind. So you got to listen to this. It's a little long. It's 33 minutes, but you can see that the relationship that Ripple has with the IMF is one that is going to foster a lot of growth. And another video, of course, Crypto Onron. He is from South Africa. He has a show on CNBC. They have one of the best, actually, focus videos that I've seen with talking about stuff that really matters. So they interview CZ from Binance. They look at the BT Cash fork that's coming up, BCH, which is the Bitcoin Cash. I'm really feeling, I was a little worried for that situation about a month ago, and it looks like it is definitely going to happen. Vitalik You get to hear him speak on this, which is always, I think, a big treat. He unveils Ethereum 2.0, and then there is some great information about the SEC and the coming ETF. So when CZ talked, he said that, yes, they are down in volume from January like 90%, but still they have huge volume compared to 2 years ago. So they are, Binance, as you know, the largest exchange in the world. And every day still, they're opening new accounts steadily. And more people are storing their BTC in the cold wallet. So this is something that's really increasing. But he thinks that the market is very healthy. And one of those reasons are the slower ICO market. So the retail investors have very much slowed down, but OTC is now, according to CZ, is as large as the exchanges. So he thinks that 50% of the volume is not even being reported on CoinMarketCap. So wrap your head around that one. And he's not sure what will be the catalyst to start the next bull run, but you can see in the interview, he feels that the business is still very good. And then towards the end of this, that we have Mr. Gabor Gabax, and he is from VanEck. So he talks to them from New York. And this is all about the very first BTC ETF that's being considered. And they being the SEC, is going to have possibly the first comments by December 29th. And it is possible they might need more time. And if they need more time, they will extend that out to February 27th, 2019. But he reiterated that they have 60 plus years of working with the SEC, and they have been working together to build the right kind of market structure. So he cites, for example, the mutual funds and gold. And he does think there's going to be a chance that this is the SEC's moment to come in and regulate, but not squash innovation. So yeah, you can see for yourself, and I'll put the link in the comment section below. I think this VanEck has a very, very good chance. Okay, today came out that 1.44 billion in sales is expected for the Western Union Company this quarter. So analysts expect that the Western Union Company will post 1.4 billion in sales for the current quarter. Wow. Analysts expect that Western Union will report full year sales of 5.68 billion for the current fiscal year. Now, I don't know if you knew this. However, Western Union now owes $586 million to the people it helped scam, and they are all getting a refund. And this $586 million settlement between the federal government and the wiring service will pay back those who were cheated out of their money anytime between January 1st, 2004 and January 19th, 2017. Western Union didn't help protect from fraud, so said the Federal Trade Commission, and it didn't properly discipline the problem agents. So when we go to the actual Federal and Trade Commission website, you can see here that the deadline to apply for that refund ended on May 31st, 2018. And the actual investigation was a joint investigation between the FTC and the Department of Justice, the DOJ, and the U.S. Postal Service. So it may take up to 1 year to process and verify everybody's claims and determine who actually is eligible to get a payment. And they will update this page when they have more information. So it is going to take a big chunk of their profits, that's for sure. Now, you remember Brad said in his prediction, what was it? He predicted that banks will be the custodial entity for digital assets directly. And look at this, VersaVault at VersaBank. So this is the world's first vault built for cryptocurrency funds and exchanges, blockchain security, bank integrity. So it is a solution that the crypto world has been waiting for, and the impenetrable world-class security, privacy of secured keys, and client-centric access flexibility created and managed by a chartered bank in one of the world's most trusted financial markets. VersaBank, the world's first branchless financial institution, was founded in 1993 and holds a Canadian Schedule I chartered bank license. So I think this is going to be the first of many, and Brad was absolutely right on. Okay, I'm going into the fluff. So speaking of vaults to keep things secure, this is a building called a kura. And a kura is a storehouse. They have been around in Japan for hundreds of years. This one is quite interesting because look, it's an old one and it's just been able to hang on to the land that it's on in between these two very expensive high-rise modern buildings in Japan. And they in the past have been instrumental in storing things like sake or rice or silk, anything of value, sometimes for businesses and even sometimes for very rich merchants. And they are so special in their architecture. They protect goods from fire, earthquakes, weather, and of course, they're extremely secure. So I have two of them in my neighborhood still. They are all over Japan. Some of them are totally abandoned and empty, but many of them do still stand. And this is a very impressive one. Here is the kura to the left, and then it is attached to a business to the right, and then of course on the top, I'm sure, are the living quarters. So this is a kura house combination. It's just very impressive. I'm going to guess this is probably this was built just at the turn of the Edo period, moving into the Meiji era. So it would have been in the mid 1800s. Okay, everybody, that is your fluff and video for today. So please take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.